Storyologists, it's me, Paige Turner, and today we are going to make clown bookmarks. Because if you're reading a book and you want to stop reading it and you want to know where you left off, you need a cute bookmark. Well, you don't need a cute bookmark, but it helps to have a cute bookmark. So here's what you need to make these guys. You're going to need a cereal box or any kind of box. You're going to need some craft foam or construction paper is just fine as well, some paint, some glue, some tape, a ruler, some markers, and I have a template that you guys can use. You don't have to use that, but it will help guide you. And then some things to decorate. We're gonna use some googly eyes, some pom-poms, some stickers, or whatever else you wanna use to decorate your clown bookmarks. So here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna slide these guys over and I'm going to take my box. Now, once again, I'm gonna use a cereal box, but you can use, cracker boxes or any kind of boxes that you have. And if you don't have a box like that, ooh, this is a good one. This nice big pizza box. This is a good one. So, if you don't have one of these, you can use one of my other favorite craft supplies, a file folder. These work really well too. So I'm going to use the cereal box because it's a nice size. And I'm just going to, oh, I forgot one of my craft supplies. I need a pair of scissors. Hey Grip, can you get me a pair of scissors over there? Okay, so I need some scissors because I'm going to cut up this cereal box. Now first, make sure there's no cereal in there. Thank you. I magically have some scissors. I forgot, you're definitely gonna need some scissors for this. All right, so I'm going to just cut this, and you might need an adult's help for this part. Save this part because you could use all of this to make more bookmarks, but I'm gonna put this part away for now. And we're just gonna use this piece, and I'm going to use my ruler. So I'm going to measure, I'm gonna make this one about 9 inches. Now you can experiment. You can make them shorter, you can make them longer. It depends on what size books you have. But I'm gonna make this one about 9 inches long. Go here to about 9 inches. I'm going to make it about 1.5 inches wide. Again, you can experiment. You can make it a little bit wider, a little bit skinnier, see what you like. But this one's gonna be about 1.5 inches. And now I'm gonna cut it out. So I probably could have started over a little bit more so I could fit more in there because you could probably get 4 or 5 bookmarks out of just this one piece of cardboard. I'm gonna set this extra aside, and now I have the base for my bookmark. Now I have to paint it. So let's see, I have some colorful paint over here. Clowns are usually pretty colorful, so let's see, what color do I want to do? Let's make this one, how about red? Now you'll notice the paint actually makes the cardboard kind of bend up a little bit when it gets wet, but that's okay because as soon as it's dry, you can just kind of straighten it back out and it will be just fine. Here we go. See how it kind of bends from the paint? But again, once it dries, or even while it's a little bit wet, you can kind of straighten it out and it will be just fine. Now I'm going to set this one aside and let it dry because it's going to take a few minutes to dry. But that's okay because I have another one that I already painted right here. That's already dry. And see, it was starting to bend a little bit. I can just kind of straighten it out. Okay, so now, it's a clown. Clowns wear fun, bright, colorful clothing. So let's see, what colors do I want to give my clown? I think I'll do some polka dots. I'm going to do some yellow polka dots. Now you can keep going. You can even add some of my favorite little stickers. I love these things. So, I could add some of these guys once it dries, whatever you want to do. But right now, I'm going to set this one aside and let this one dry as well, because I have another one. This one I made green with some different color polka dots. So we'll put this one over here, but I'm actually not even going to use this yet, because now I'm going to add my face and my hands and my shoes and some other decorations. So here is where this template comes in. So I'm giving this to you guys as a guide if you need some help or if you want to kind of get an idea of what maybe a clown face might look like. But really, I just gave these to you so you can get the idea of some shapes. But again, you can make up your own. You don't have to use this one. But if you'd like to, let's see, I'm gonna use this one as a shape. So I'm just gonna cut it out. Now I'm just gonna use this as a guide, but you could also cut it out and glue it right on and use that as your face. I'll use a yellow piece of craft foam. But you can use construction paper, or if you don't have any of that, you can also just use more of this cardboard, because that works really well also, and then you can just paint a face right on the cardboard. But I like this bright yellow craft foam, so I'm just gonna use that. And I'm just gonna use this face as an outline. Now I'm gonna use this as a guide, again, to just kind of help me draw the face, but you can draw whatever face you want. So let's see. Make some eyes. I'm not gonna draw on the nose because I'm gonna use something else for the nose. Now, instead of just drawing on a nose, which you can do, you can just draw one on, but I wanna use some pom-poms. So I don't have any red pom-poms for red nose, but let's see, I have an orange pom-pom. I'm just gonna use some glue on a nose. So there's my clown face. So let's see, I wanna give my clown some hair. So this looks like a cloud, but this is my clown hair. You can make your clown hair look however you want your clown hair to look. When Kenny was a clown, his hair stuck up and it was maroon. So let's see, I actually already cut out a little template right here. So I'm just gonna use that one to copy. Let's see, what color hair should I give her? What do you think? How about some blue hair? Use a blue piece of craft foam. Some hair. Really looks like a cloud now, but that's okay. We're gonna give her some cloud hair. Yeah, I might have to draw on some more eyebrows because I'm gonna cover up her eyebrows. There we go. Oh, she's looking pretty cute. What else does she need? How about a funny hat? Now, I have some different hats here that you can use or make your own hat. I'm just gonna make a triangular hat out of some pink craft foam. Sticker, some glue. So I'm gonna let this one dry for a few minutes, and in the meantime, I'm going to add some other things to the body. So I'm gonna glue on some hands, and I just made some clown mittens. So we can just glue those right on over here. I put my hands on backwards, I was informed. Oh well. All right, we're gonna let those dry, and while those are drying, I'm gonna cut out some shoes. Clown shoes are very important. You want very big clown shoes. So I have some clown shoes over here. Now I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Kenny's clown shoes are giant red and white Converse. Those are his clown shoes. But we're not gonna make Converse. You can make Converse if you want, giant clown Converse, but I'm just gonna make these funny little shoes. So I'm going to use these guys. I didn't really need two of these because I could just turn this one around, but that's okay. Okay, so I am now going to use some more craft foam. Again, you can use construction paper, you can use some of the cardboard, and you can paint them. That's what I did with these guys, actually. These are more of the cereal box cardboard. Actually, I made this one out of a Triscuits box. So let's see. I think I'm gonna use some color though, because I don't wanna take the time to paint. What color shoes? Maybe some orange shoes. Here we go. I was also just informed that Kenny's Converse clown shoes are called Clownverse. Yes. feel like a good pun around here. There they are, my cute clown shoes. Cute clown shoes. I'm gonna do them backwards so you don't see the outline. So here we go, I'm just gonna glue them on. Probably decorate them before you glue them on, but that's okay. Now you can give your clown some shoelaces. I'm gonna add a bow tie. Now I have to see where my head is gonna go, and then I'll see where my bow tie goes. You can do a big tie, you can do, I don't know, whatever you wanna do. Comedy boxers. Okay, now I have to attach my head. Now I can just glue the head right on, or I can do something else, because look at these guys. Here, look at this one. If you notice, the head is hinged like that. When I take my book and I put my bookmark in my book, now this one has pom-poms on the toes, so it might not work so well, but let's say that's the page where I want to stop, right? I go like this, and then I can put the head over the top, and my clown can look over the top. So that's why I made the head hinge like that. You don't have to, you can just glue it right on, and if you glue it right on, the clown's head will stick out like that, which is also really cute. But we're gonna try this one and make it hinged. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm just gonna use some Scotch tape. I'm just gonna put a piece of tape there. And now the head can flip up and I can put it in my book. So there we go. Okay, so clown bookmarks. The next time you're reading a book and you get to a spot where you want to stop reading, well, now you have someone who can hold your place for you. So I wonder what this clown's name is. What is your clown's name going to be? I'll tell you a secret. When Kenny is a clown, do you want to know what his name is? His name is Kenny. What can I tell you? Clowns in the circus don't usually have wacky names. So I think I'm gonna name my clown Brooke Mark. What can I tell you?
Brought to you by the Degenstein Community Library. This summer is filled with colorful crafts, stories, amazing presenters, and prizes. Be sure to visit the Degenstein Community Library and sign up for a free summer reading program. Happy reading!